Welcome to Top 10 Archive. The war on drugs is an ongoing effort, and the men and women of the Drug Enforcement Agency are working around the clock to bring down the heavy hitters in the world of drug trafficking. In this video, we will look at some of the largest drug busts across the world to date. All dollar amounts have been adjusted to reflect today's value. It should be noted that this list is incomplete and just some of the largest drug busts. Number 10. The California-Mexico Underground Railroad. How foreign contraband finds its way into the United States has ranged from the bizarre to the clever. But this one idea is borderline genius. Rather than trying to sneak drugs in and deal with customs, Mexican traffickers aim to bring marijuana across the border underneath everybody's noses, quite literally. An 1,800-foot or 548-meter-long tunnel was excavated underneath Mexico and California, connecting the two without bringing any unwanted attention. The tunnel was stumbled upon when police followed a suspicious van and came across this underground passage. The final haul was 40 tons of marijuana with an estimated worth of $21.2 million. Number 9. A win for the war on terror. In 2009, 92 tons of opium and 60 Afghani militants were killed by the United States military. Military troops withstood a 4-day attack on the town of Marja, considered a Taliban stronghold, and succeeded in severely crippling the insurgents' supply. The province of Helmand, where the stronghold resides, accounts for 90% of Afghans' global supply of opium, so this was no small victory for the war on drugs. In 2002, the opium would have been worth a wholesale price of $276 million and $1.4 billion retail. Number 8. Australian ecstasy. This $309 million haul was the product of a year-long operation under the Australian Federal Police. The AFP followed a string of trails that led them to this 4.4-ton load of ecstasy pills. The pills were being pushed via empty tomato cans being imported from Italy. Beyond the 15 million pills recovered, the AFP was also able to net themselves key players within the operation, starting from low-level freight haulers up to Kingpin Pasquale Barbaro. Number 7. Taliban's haul of hash. One of the largest hauls of hash ever found was property of Afghanistan's Taliban forces and was used to fund their campaign against the West. The 260 tons of contraband was found hidden deep within southern Afghan trenches and had a worth of an estimated $375 million. Taking such a massive amount away from Taliban forces, General David McKernan, NATO commander in Afghanistan, said would have seriously crippled the Taliban's ability to purchase weapons. The haul was large enough to weigh the same as approximately 30 double-decker buses. Number 6. Mira River cocaine. In May of 2005, a Colombian police force and Navy were able to retrieve a massive haul of 14 tons of cocaine from the River Mira banks in southern Colombia. The $415 million worth of cocaine was owned and trafficked by the AUC, a Colombian paramilitary group responsible for the 1997 Mapiripan massacre. Head of Colombia's National Police Force, General Jorge Castro, went on record saying that this was the largest haul seized in the world in a single operation, in a single day, and in a single place. Number 5. 105 tons of Homer Simpson-labeled marijuana. What better way is there to smuggle 105 tons of marijuana than to label it with the patriarch of the Simpsons household with the caption, "I'm going to get high, dude"? Apparently, nobody involved with trafficking this haul of marijuana saw any problem with it. That is, maybe until local Mexican police got involved and came across this heavy stash of cannabis. A convoy of vehicles escorting a tractor-trailer was intercepted by local police, leading to a shootout that ended in a $425 million bust. Number 4. The Gatton Bust. Not all drug traffickers do everything they can to hide their haul from public eyes. This $670 million cocaine bust was hidden on the top deck of a Panamanian freighter, the Gatton. Rather than stashing the cocaine in secret compartments below the deck, this 20-ton load was simply placed in cargo containers easily accessible by the U.S. Coast Guard that boarded the vessel. Number 3. The Fall of Tranquilandia. Even the greatest of drug kingpins must have their losses, and such is the case with Pablo Escobar and 14 tons of his cocaine. Escobar supplied the United States with over half of its cocaine supply, which easily put the trafficker in the DEA's sights. Through satellite tracking devices hidden in the raw materials being transported to Escobar, the DEA was able to hunt down a large haul of cocaine at his secret jungle lab, Tranquilandia. Of course, the lab was shut down, but Escobar was able to continue operations for another 9 years until his death at the hands of the Special Colombian Police Task Force, the Search Block. Number 2. China White Heroin in San Fran. This televised bust of 1,059 pounds of China White heroin proved to be worth up to $4 billion, but was only a mere 5% of the world's yearly production. The heroin had just made the journey from Thailand to California's Bay Area and was sitting in a warehouse in Hayward, California when the bust was made. It led to 5 arrests and shined some light on the investors of the Hayward warehouse, which included Nancy Pelosi, future Speaker of the House. The find was so notable that NBC News requested access to the warehouse, promising to keep a lid on the story if they could televise the haul. Number 1. The Fall of Rafael Muñoz Talavera. This record-breaking bust proved to be a massive win for the United States Drug Enforcement Agency, pulling in 21 tons of cocaine. The load of cocaine was found in a warehouse at the base of the San Gabriel Mountains in California and was operated by longtime drug kingpin Rafael Muñoz Talavera. Though impressive, the 21 tons was small game compared to the massive haul of 77 tons that had been moving through the warehouse prior to the bust. The total amount of what was seized ranged upward of $13 billion. Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like, and share the link for this video with all your friends on your favorite social media sites. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below.